John F. Kennedy was tragically killed, sending people across the world into shock and mourning. I share this knowledge with you, which I have educated myself on through extensive research among numerous platforms. By sharing this information, I hope people will understand the extent of this tragedy. John F. Kennedy's life and presidency were cut short in a brutal murder that rocked not only the nation, but the world as well. According to the JFK Library, Kennedy was in motorcade on his way to the trade market in Dallas, Texas to speak at a luncheon at 12:30 p.m. As his car turned off of Main Street and onto Dealey Plaza, the president was smiling and waving with his wife right beside him. It was a normal moment. And then all of a sudden, Kennedy was struck by gunfire in the neck. Following this outbreak, Kennedy was rushed to a nearby hospital where it became clear that there was nothing that could be done to save him. Kennedy was pronounced dead at 1 p.m. at the young age of 46. Not long after, police arrested the man of whom was suspected of the murder, which was Lee Harvey Oswald. Oswald was a recently hired employee at a Texas school book depository, which was a nearby warehouse of the murder site. Upon Oswald's arrest, he was taken to a nearby jail, but he was shot and killed before his arrival. This led to many conspiracy theories that Oswald did not act alone. People thought that the government was working with him or there was another person working with him. But after the FBI conducted 25,000 interviews, it became very clear that he was acting alone. The assassination of President Kennedy sent the nation into a period of mourning, shock, confusion. People from all over grieved as if they had lost a member of their own family. It was the end of an era. As diplomatic studies and training tells us, the tragic death of Kennedy was also mourned around the world. Countries shut down cities, held memorial masses, flew their flags at half-staff. The situation also brought Congress to the realization that the process of transitioning from a president to a vice president upon death or murder, it wasn't very clear. So they created the 25th Amendment. The National Constitution Center reminds us that Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson was sworn into office aboard Air Force One. Less than 2 hours after the assassination, taking the leadership during this time of national crisis. Despite this event, Kennedy's legacy lived on. The challenges he presented to the nation, including exploration, fights for equality, and confronting the threat of nuclear war, lived on. The space race and civil rights movement continued, and so did the fight for a better world. Kennedy's death was shocking and tragic. It was not taken lightly by anyone. The tragedy of John F. Kennedy's assassination was an extensive situation and something to be learned from. In the end, we can only prevent repeating things if we learn from our history. The assassination serves as a reminder that history is fragile and fate can change in an instant. Even the most well-known leaders are not immune to violence or tragedy, but upon death, legacy lives on as Kennedy's has. Thank you.